Ever feel like everyone else is moving forward while you're stuck? Promotions, marriages, dreams coming true, except for you. It's easy to wonder, God, have you forgotten me? But waiting doesn't mean you're forgotten. Comparison steals your joy. Your journey is unique. God's plan for you isn't a race. He's working behind the scenes, preparing you for something greater. True faith is trusting God, even when you see no evidence. A delay is not a denial. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. The silence isn't God's absence, it's His preparation. Lift your head. You are not overlooked. God is orchestrating your steps, aligning the right people and opportunities. This waiting season is building your character and faith. Your time is coming. Don't give up right before your breakthrough. The prophet Isaiah beautifully illustrates our relationship with God, using the analogy of a potter and clay. He says, "We are the clay, you are the potter." This isn't just a poetic image, it's a profound truth about how God works in our lives. God is shaping you, not with a single touch, not in a fleeting moment, but through a deliberate and ongoing process. It's a continuous refinement, a gentle molding that transforms us into the people we are destined to be. This transformation isn't instantaneous, it's a journey, a process. Like the clay on the potter's wheel, we are constantly being turned, shaped, and refined. The pressure you feel isn't to harm you. It's not a sign of God's displeasure. Instead, it's God molding you into a vessel of honor, a beautiful creation designed for a specific purpose. He sees the potential within you, even when you don't see it yourself. Challenges and discomfort, the very things we often try to avoid, are not random occurrences, but an integral part of His design. They are the tools He uses to sculpt us into our best selves. Sometimes He has to break us down, to dismantle the old structures and patterns that no longer serve us. It's not a punishment, but a necessary step to build us upright, to create a stronger, more resilient foundation. Impurities, bad habits, wrong mindsets, those things that hinder our growth and keep us from fulfilling our potential, are exposed not to condemn, not to shame us, but to free us from their grip. Stay soft in His hands. Remain pliable and open to His guidance. He's refining you for your future, preparing you for the incredible things He has in store. The clay doesn't see the final design. It can't comprehend the masterpiece that the potter envisions. All it experiences is the spinning and pressure, the constant turning and shaping. Trust the potter, have faith in his skill and his vision. He never makes mistakes. His hands are sure, his touch is precise, and his plan is perfect. He won't leave you unfinished. He is committed to completing the work He began in you. God is a master craftsman, the ultimate artist, with a beautiful plan for your life, a plan that is far greater than you can imagine. What you're facing isn't the end. It's not a dead end or a sign of failure. Instead, it's part of becoming who you're meant to be, a crucial step in your transformation. Yield to the process. Surrender your will to His loving guidance. Don't resist the shaping. Embrace the changes, knowing that they are leading you to a better place. Trust the hands you're in. Rest in the assurance that you are held securely in the loving hands of God. The masterpiece is coming. Your transformation is underway, and the final result will be breathtaking. God's promises are unshakable. Jeremiah 29:11. He has plans to prosper you, not harm you. Before you were born, God mapped out your life with purpose and victory. Don't build your life on feelings. They change. Build on God's word. It stands. When doubt comes, remind yourself. God promised to never leave you, to turn harm to good, to restore what was lost. Abraham believed God's promise against all odds, and God was faithful. Your situation may look impossible, but God specializes in impossibilities. Dust off His promises. Write them down. Speak them over your life. When negativity comes, answer with God's truth. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. By His stripes, I am healed. Let God's promises be louder than your problems. His word is alive and powerful. Stand on it. His promises never fail. Joseph's story is a powerful testament to the unwavering nature of hope and the boundless potential for redemption. It's a narrative that resonates across generations, reminding us that even in our darkest moments, we are not forgotten. Joseph's journey proves God isn't done with you, no matter the setbacks. Life can throw curveballs, unexpected challenges that knock us off our feet. But like Joseph, we have the capacity to rise above adversity, to learn from our trials, and to emerge stronger on the other side. Betrayed by his brothers, a cruel act of jealousy and malice that shattered his family bonds and cast him into a pit of despair. Sold into slavery, a dehumanizing experience that stripped him of his freedom and dignity, transporting him to a foreign land where he was nothing more than a commodity. Falsely accused and imprisoned, an unjust punishment for a crime he did not commit, further compounding his suffering and testing the limits of his endurance. Yet God was with him at every step. Even in the depths of despair, Joseph never lost faith. He recognized God's presence in his life, a guiding force that sustained him through the darkest of times. Even in prison, Joseph stayed faithful, clinging to his beliefs and refusing to let his circumstances define him, and used his gifts. He interpreted dreams, offering hope and guidance to his fellow inmates, demonstrating that even in the most restrictive environments, we can still find ways to serve others. When the time was right, when the stars aligned and the divine plan unfolded, God brought him from the dungeon to the palace, a meteoric rise from the depths of despair to the pinnacle of power, a testament to the transformative power of faith and perseverance in a single day. A sudden and dramatic shift in fortune, a reminder that God's timing is perfect and that miracles can happen when we least expect them. What others meant for evil, the betrayal, the slavery, the false accusations, God turned for good. He transformed Joseph's suffering into a source of strength and wisdom, using his experiences to prepare him for a greater purpose. The pit and prison were part of Joseph's preparation, essential stages in his journey, shaping his character and equipping him with the skills he would need to fulfill his destiny. For his destiny. A preordained path, a divine calling that required him to endure hardship and emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. God used his hardships to develop character, to cultivate resilience, patience, and empathy, qualities that would make him a just and effective leader, and position him for greatness, to elevate him to a position of power and influence, where he could use his gifts to serve others and fulfill God's purpose. Your story may have pits and prisons, moments of darkness and despair that test your faith and challenge your resolve, but they're not your final stop. They are temporary setbacks, opportunities for growth and transformation, stepping stones on the path to your ultimate destiny. Stay faithful in the dark, hold on to your beliefs, trust in God's plan, and never give up hope. God will bring you into the light. He will illuminate your path, guide you through the darkness, and lead you to a place of peace, joy, and fulfillment. He sees every injustice, every wrong that has been done to you, every tear that you have shed, and will bring you out stronger. He will use your trials to forge you into a more resilient, compassionate, and powerful version of yourself. Your pit is a stepping stone, a necessary part of your journey, an opportunity to learn, grow, and develop the strength you need to reach your full potential, to your palace, to the place of honor, influence, and fulfillment that God has prepared for you. Trust the process. Have faith that God is working behind the scenes, even when you can't see it, and that He will bring you to where you need to be. God's not finished with your story. Your journey is far from over. There are still chapters to be written, dreams to be realized, and a destiny to be fulfilled. Life's journey is rarely a straight line. Detours, delays, and dead ends are part of the path. What feels like a setback is often God's direct route. The Israelites' 11-day journey took 40 years, but God was with them, providing and guiding. Detours are training grounds, building faith, dependence, and strength. Maybe your plans didn't work out, or you're not where you thought you'd be. Don't waste energy on frustration. Embrace where you are. God has you here for a reason. There are lessons, people, and strengths to gain. The detour is preparing you for your destination. It's not a setback, it's a setup. God sees your faithfulness and sacrifice. This season is depositing resilience and compassion in you. Trust His timing. The scenic route leads to a destination more beautiful than you imagined. Stay open. God's plan is unfolding. The enemy wants you to believe your story is over, but as long as you have breath, God is still writing. Don't let a single chapter define your whole book. Mistakes, losses, or diagnoses are just events, not your destiny. God is the author, weaving redemption and grace from your broken pieces. Regret can't change the past, but faith can change your future. God's mercy is new every morning. He forgives and forgets. Don't let yesterday's failures steal today's joy. Your story is unfolding. New adventures, new victories await. God has surprises, open doors, and divine connections ahead. Stay in faith and keep believing. God is writing a comeback story greater than your setback. The final chapter will be victory. Don't close the book. Your best is yet to come. Peter's journey shows that failure isn't the end. Before he was an apostle, he was a flawed fisherman, impulsive, doubting, and imperfect. His greatest failure was denying Jesus 3 times. Crushed by shame, Peter thought he was disqualified and returned to fishing. But Jesus met him right where he was, performed a miracle, and restored him. For every denial, Jesus gave Peter a chance to affirm his love and a new commission. Jesus didn't condemn Peter. He healed and recommissioned him. Peter's failure became the foundation for his future ministry. God's grace qualified him. Your past doesn't define you. God's grace is bigger than your biggest mistake. He can turn your failure into your greatest calling. We all stumble, we all fall short. Life throws curveballs, and sometimes we find ourselves needing a helping hand, a fresh start. God is the God of second chances and third and fourth. His grace is boundless, his forgiveness unending. He doesn't keep score of our failures. Moses made a huge mistake, a grave error in judgment that could have defined his entire life. He ran, he hid, and spent 40 years in the desert, a vast and desolate place, both physically and perhaps emotionally. He was thinking his time was up, that he had disqualified himself from God's plan, that his purpose was over. He thought he was finished. But God used that seemingly wasted season, that time of exile and reflection, to prepare him for greatness, to refine him, to mold him into the leader he was destined to be. At 80, when Moses likely believed his life's purpose was long gone, God called Moses back and gave him a new mission, a monumental task, to lead an entire nation out of slavery. Maybe you feel like you've missed your chance, that you've made too many mistakes, that you're too old, too broken, too far gone. But God hasn't forgotten you. He sees you, he knows your heart, and he has a plan for you, even now. The burning bush moment is coming, that divine encounter that will reignite your passion and reveal your purpose. God knows how to find you, even in the most unlikely of places, even in the depths of your despair. He can use your past, your failures, your pain, to propel you into your future, to equip you for the very thing he's calling you to do. Second chances aren't earned. They're not something we deserve. They're gifts of grace, freely given, undeserved mercies that demonstrate God's incredible love for us. No mistake is too big, no sin too great for God's boundless mercy. His forgiveness knows no limits. Be willing to receive it, to open your heart to his forgiveness and his love. Turn back to him, surrender your burdens, and allow him to guide you. God will restore you. He will heal your wounds, and he will make you whole again. And set you on a greater path, a path filled with purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. What you see as disqualification, the things that make you feel inadequate, God sees as preparation, the very experiences that will equip you for what's to come. He wastes nothing. Every experience, every mistake, every triumph can be used for his glory. Your future is not over. It's not defined by your past. It's just beginning. Embrace the second chance and step into the amazing future God has for you. Leave today with hope. God isn't done with you. Your challenges have prepared you, not defeated you. Get your hopes up. Expect God's favor and declare, "This is the day the Lord has made." Your attitude attracts breakthrough. Stay connected to God through prayer. It's your source of strength. Prayer isn't just asking. It's building relationship and listening for his voice. Believe his promises are for you. Faith activates God's power, even when you can't see it. Your best days are ahead. God is about to do a new thing. Open doors, bring opportunities. Get ready for victory. Stay expectant. Your breakthrough is on its way.